Gadget world for the best technical advice.
Guys, welcome to the all-new interesting episode of Gadget World for the best technical advice. The first gadget that we are going to take from our kitty is from the flagship model of LG, and that is LG Spirit. Well, it is one of the 4 smartphones that have been introduced by LG in 2015. But when coming to the important feature of this phone, well, can't avoid mentioning about the battery features and the battery capacity. Well, it is pretty much phone when it compared to its 4.7-inch display. Well, let's get to know what are the other disadvantages and advantages when it comes to this LG Spirit. Here we have LG Spirit to be demonstrated. It has got a curved design for a better grip, and that too gives a superior design quality. So let's get to know what are the different specifications that this LG Spirit has got to offer for the users out there. Well, this LG Spirit comes in a 4.7-inch display size, and it flaunts a really good display. That means it is a pocket-friendly kind of a display size. It's neither too big and not too small. It's too handy, and in addition to that, it has got a screen resolution. That means it comes in a 720 by 1280 pixels of screen resolution. And the screen protection being used is a Corning Gorilla 3 screen protection. So that means you don't have to go in for a separate screen guard for getting resistance to dust and fingerprints. So that is one of the biggest advantage when it comes to the display features. Well, it has got a 720 by 1280 pixel of screen resolution. That means you wouldn't have much of an issue with the viewing angle and the screen brightness, and the images and the text will be read and seen clearly and properly. So moving on to the operating system features of this LG Spirit. Well, it runs on an Android version 5.0.1 Lollipop operating system, and the chipset being used is a Qualcomm Snapdragon 410 chipset. Yes, it is not one of the latest of the lot, but when it comes to the operating system, it is definitely one of the latest of the lot, being the version 5.0.1 Lollipop operating system. So moving on to the storage facilities that this LG Spirit flaunts. Well, it comes in a default internal storage space of about 8 GB, of which 1 GB is of RAM, and it could be expanded with the provision of a micro SD card slot. That is, an external storage space is available, which means that it could be expanded up to 32 GB. So this internal storage of 8 GB might sound like a less thing when compared to people who are looking in for really good internal storage facilities in their smartphones, or people who are pretty much concerned about saving the media and music files. So it is not going to be pretty much satisfactory for all those users who are pretty much conscious about the internal storage features, but apart from that, it is pretty much on the average side. So moving on to the camera features of this LG Spirit, well, which is definitely going to be one of the major criteria for all those gadget freaks out there. Well, it has got a primary camera which comes in an 8 megapixel camera, which has almost all the basic features like autofocus and LED flash, and also a video recording of 1080p is possible with this primary camera. And the front facing camera is a normal 1 megapixel camera in which 720p of video recording is possible. This LG Spirit is available in Titan, gold and white shades, of which I am holding the white one, that is kind of a silver color, and it has got a pretty much matte finish towards the back. And moving on to the battery capacity features, well, it has got a battery capacity of about 2100 mAh, which is pretty much in par with the rest of those high-end smartphones out there. Well, quoting about the best features about this LG Spirit is about its 11.9 centimeter display, which means it has got a 4.7 inch display size, which has got a HD display feature, and that means it is definitely going to render really good crystal clear and crisp images. And one of the best attraction is towards its design feature, which has got a curved finish, and that gives a really good updated look. And in addition to that, we don't find much of an excellent feature that you can talk about this LG Spirit, which is pretty much in par with the rest of the high-end smartphones available in the market. So if you are pretty much convinced with all those features that this LG Spirit has got to offer for the users, well, you can grab the smartphone in the market at a rate of rupees 14,250. The next gadget that we are going to introduce to you is a tablet from HP, and that is HP Stream 8. Well, HP Stream 8 is an 8-inch Windows smartphone which has got an integrated 3G modem. Let's get to know what are the other specifications that this tablet from HP has got to offer for the users. Here we have the next tab from HP, and that is HP Stream 8, which is definitely one of the most affordable of the lot. Enjoy razor-sharp resolution with brilliant HP display, and that is what this HP Stream 8 has got to offer with its huge 8-inch display, and that too with a screen resolution of about 1280 by 800. From this, it is pretty much obvious that its screen resolution features and the image quality is definitely going to grab the attention of all those gadget freaks out there. Well, you guys don't have to worry about it, because this HP Stream 8 is going to give free 4G for life of this device. Yes, if you have gone beyond any Wi-Fi connectivity or Wi-Fi 4G, well, you definitely don't have got to worry about it, because this HP Stream 8 will provide about 200 MB of 4G every month, and that too the whole life cycle of this device with no annual contract. Enjoy lightning fast performance with the Intel Core processor that this HP Stream 8 has got to offer for the users. Yes, it is claiming to provide a really high performance with this great processor being used, which is claimed to render a really high speed processing power, and in addition to that, the multitasking is taken to the next level with this HP Stream 8. Moving on to the imaging department that this HP Stream 8 has got to offer, well, it has got a primary camera of about 5 megapixel, which is around here that you could see towards the back, and towards the front is a 2 megapixel camera, and that is the front facing camera with which you could have easy video calling experience. So in total, the imaging experience is pretty much average, and it's not too much that you could expect from this HP Stream 8. As I've already mentioned, it comes in a really luxurious 8-inch display size, which has got a screen resolution of about 1080 by 800 pixels. So that means you're definitely going to be pretty much satisfactory with the image quality and the texture that it has got to offer for you. And in addition to that, it has got a screen resolution, and that too a really nice screen coating. So that means it is pretty much resistant to dust and all those fingerprint marks. This HP Stream 8 runs on a Windows 8.1 operating system, and it has got a really luxurious battery capacity of about 4000 mAh. So that means it is too much satisfactory to all those gadget freaks out there who are pretty much conscious about the battery capacity features when it comes to tablets and gadgets. So if you are looking for a Windows tablet from HP, well, here's this HP Stream 8, which is available at a really affordable price range of rupees 15,799. The next gadget is from the well-known Korean flagship model Samsung, and that is one of the latest in the series, and that is E series, and that is Samsung Galaxy E5. Well, Samsung has launched its E5 and E7 during this February 2015, and that too within an affordable price ranges. So let's get to see if it is worth the price and worth the specifications. Well, here we have one of the latest among the Samsung Galaxy series, and that being among the E series, and that is Samsung Galaxy E5. It is definitely going to grab the attention of all those gadget freaks out there with its modern and sleek design. And one of the biggest thing that you can flaunt about this Samsung Galaxy E5 is its finely crafted slim design. If you hold them in hand, that is definitely going to be pretty much obvious from all those sleek and really slim design that this Samsung Galaxy E5 has got to offer for the users. The Samsung Galaxy E5 launched a 5-inch display screen, and it has got a screen resolution of about 720 by 1080, which means it's pretty much standard, and you wouldn't have much of an issue with the screen brightness or the viewing angle, and that you can watch all those videos and even read the text properly without having much of an issue with the screen brightness or with the viewing angle. And in addition to that, there is a Super AMOLED capacitive touchscreen being used, so that means it is pretty much resistant to dust and fingerprints. The Samsung Galaxy E5 runs on Android version 4.4.4 KitKat operating system, and it runs on, that is, it houses a quad-core 1.2 GHz of quad-core processor that pairs with a 1.5 GB of RAM. So with this, it is definitely going to guarantee with processing speed and also the processing power of this particular device, which is definitely going to be appealing to all those users when it comes to the multitasking features. Well, talking about the storage facilities that this Samsung Galaxy E5 has got to offer for the users, well, it comes in an internal storage space of about 16 GB, which could be expanded up to 64 GB with the provision of a micro SD card slot. So that means the storage facilities is pretty much appealing and also in par with the rest of the high-end smartphones available in the market. department of this Samsung Galaxy E5, well, it has got a primary camera which is an 8 megapixel camera that you could see over here towards the back. Its primary camera has got almost all those features like this Samsung Korean model of Samsung. It's definitely been maintaining throughout its predecessor models. That means it has got this autofocus, touch focus, geo-tagging, auto face detection with LED flash, and that too video recording of 1080p of video recording is possible with this primary camera of this Samsung Galaxy E5. And the front facing camera is really good 5 megapixel camera. So in total the imaging department is pretty much standard. It is not too much extraordinary, but in overall it is maintaining its standard as far as this Korean flagship model has been offering to the users. This Samsung Galaxy E5 is available in 3 different shades, and that being black, white and brown. Well, brown is definitely one of the new added advantage when it comes to the Samsung Galaxy E5, because the other smartphones in the existing market doesn't flaunt one kind of a shade like this, than that being brown. But let's see how far it can go, because right now I'm carrying a black one of this. And apart from that, moving on to the battery features, well, it has got a high 2400 mAh battery, which is pretty much in par with the rest of the high-end smartphones available in the market. The Samsung Galaxy E5 with its finely crafted slim design, and that too with a really nice finish that you could see from the display features that this Samsung Galaxy E5 has got to provide, means it is definitely going to provide a really nice design features, and in overall it is definitely going to be pretty much appealing in watching videos and images and text messages or text whatever be. So in overall the Samsung Galaxy E5 is definitely going to be pretty much satisfactory and in par with the predecessor models, and maybe a step ahead when compared to the E series of the Samsung Galaxy. And this particular Samsung Galaxy E5 is available at a really affordable price range of rupees 17,900. So with this, we're coming to the end of this episode. Hope that all the informations we shared is pretty much informative to you guys. So until we meet again in the next episode, it is me, Devi Narayan, signing off. Bye and take care.